Questines, hello and welcome to another episode of Icky Doot Streams Minecraft Create Above and Beyond. Da, 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 da. And for the more astute of you, hang on, I'll get a top view, look at that. For the more astute of you, look what I got in my hand. Yeah, we finally found lead. Yeah. We finally, right there, this guy is what was stopping us from going any further last time. So we have. Hi, two. Hello. Look, I found some, finally. We found some lead. Oh my god. That took a while, but I just hopped on a little bit earlier from the stream and had a bit of a dig, and it turns out there was lead nearby us last episode. It was 4 blocks in the other direction. Yeah. What can you do? So it means, if I get out of that view, it means we can finally start doing some more interesting stuff than just, you know, the smooshifikator. Because we've got other stuff to do. We've got other machines to make. So we're going to do that. So, and the first one I want to make, so if I come back over here to the overview, you'll see which machines we kind of need to focus on early on. And the machines that I kind of want to get into making very, very quickly is going to be the saw and the encased fan. Probably more likely the saw, because that can help me get a lot of wood very quickly, so I can make coal or charcoal and make other stuff. And the encased fan for washing gravel. I believe you can use the millstone for grinding up cobblestone as well, so you can then start doing things such as washing the gravel. So, you know, it's worth having a look. So yeah, so that's probably what we're going to do this time. Yeah, probably what we're going to do this time is head up for making some of this and some of that and some of the other thing. This one, that one, that one, that one. Maybe also that is probably the first thing we should make. So let's do that, in fact. So we're actually just not going to use the lead now that I've accelerated getting it. So we're going to grab 3 bits of gold, a cog, and a stick. A mystique. And we're going to make there it is, the wrench. So what is the wrench? What is the wrench, I hear you ask? The wrench is, I need to flatten that, so while I'm talking I will talk to you about it while I flatten the gold, because we're all about saving time here. The wrench allows you to pick up items really quickly or turn them around and do various other things if you have messed it up. And trust me, you will place things the wrong way round a lot. So we're going to make the wrench like that. So 3 gold sheets, 1 cogwheel, 1 stick, give you wrench. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Look, I'm now an engineer. Oh, lovely. So this, like I say, will allow you to turn around a lot of the contraptions. So if I show you here on now, you can see I'm actually turning this contraption around. So say I placed this in correctly and I needed it to have a cog going this way, I can just use the little wrench that I've got, and it doesn't take damage. It's kind of here forever. That's it. So you can also use it to, if you hold down the shift like you're crouching, you can use it to pick things up really quickly. So I don't have to break it anymore. I don't have to spend all that time, you know, sitting there going dug dig dig. I can just place it and break it. Right. So taking our clay balls and our kelp, we're going to make the algal blend. We've made quite a bit of it, a stack and a bit, but it's okay. You need quite a bit of it, so you might as well keep going. So yeah, eventually you'll be able to automate that, and you'll be laughing. But until that point, you're going to be making quite a bit of it. So we need our cogwheels. We've got exactly enough, so that's good. We need our diamond saw. We've got some logs. We just need some of that, because then we can create the andesite alloy using that, which means we can create the saw blade, which means we can go and cut down a bunch of trees. Talking of which, I probably should have planted some more, but never mind. What did I do with my trees? I only have acacia anyway. I mean, how... Oh, wait. Nah. Plant some trees while we wait for that to cook. got ourselves some andesite alloy, so we should be able to make a bunch of these guys again. So the kinetic mechanism with the cogs and those and a log. We only need 8 because we're going to make our first saw, which is going to be... Oh, I failed at that, didn't I? There we go. So if we chuck the andesite machine and the saw into the smithy table, you will make a mechanical saw. Now, I've done this with the hand crank because early on, the best power source is you. So it's worth bearing in mind. And this is why I wanted to make this. All right, you ready for the magic? You plonk that down next to a tree, and then you plonk the hand crank on it. Right? If it is touching the ground with this block, you stand there and twiddle that, and you can see it's breaking the tree there. Right? If I twiddle it, the whole thing comes down, and then you just run around, reap the rewards, replant your saplings, and giggle manically while you continue to destroy more of the wildlife. Tee. But yes, so that's that. And until we learn to, or well, not even learn, but until we get a point where we have a lot of windmills and or other like things, more resources, more money mostly, we will actually just do it by hand. So we're going to get a couple of these going. Oops. Oh, I think I destroyed that coffee plant. Oh, look at that. So this does work on trees that are slightly bigger than just one block as well. As long as you make sure it's just one block touching the floor, you're laughing, basically. So, and it'll do any size. Absolutely any size, which is something I really enjoy doing. So, whoop, there goes another coffee plant. Still didn't figure out what to do with the coffee plants, but there we go. And that. And we're going to plant some more saps. Plant your saplings. Unless you don't want trees here, in which case remove your saplings. There we go. And now we should, I mean, for the brief amount of time we've been out, how we've already got like nearly 2 new stacks. We could make coffee. Coffee then code. Definitely, that's the thing. So there is things you can do with this coffee stuff. I still haven't figured out what you can actually sort of do with it. Or I didn't do it last time, but we could make coffee. We could make coffee. So if I have a look at here, over the coffee cherries. So if you do U over anything, you'll see you can do it, do something, you do it as a use. So over here, if I pop the cherries into the crafting table, I'll get some coffee beans. If I then do the baking, I can turn them into roasted coffee beans. You can then turn them into a very cool roasted coffee block. I don't know what that's for. Which looks like just a way to store them. Or a really cool decorative block. You can also turn it into ground coffee, which can then be used to make coffee. So yeah, maybe we could do that. We could make coffee. We can have a, oh my god, look, it's got chocolate as well, so it's like a cafe, what did you call it? Cappuccino? No. Mocha. Wow, I couldn't remember the things. Oh, hello, it's Jane and Phil. Oh no, she's still getting over COVID. I told you to get better and you didn't. What? How dare you? But no, thank you for joining us and chilling out. That is always appreciated. So yeah, we could make coffee. I kind of feel like we should make coffee now. Should we do it? Talk about wasting your time with the... I finally got lead and I could finally do stuff. And what am I going to do? I'm going to stop and make coffee. Right, so we're going to turn this into ground coffee. Which I feel like we ought to have something grinding it rather than just chucking it into the crafting bench. But so we've made ground coffee. Look at that. So we could make... no. Wait, yes. That one? No, I need coffee for that. I need chocolate for that. I haven't got chocolate. I haven't got chocolate. Where's the nearest jungle? Where's the nearest jungle? That's Redwood Forest. No, that's not the thing. Oh well. Magma coffee. Oh god, yeah, they did get sued for that, didn't they? Yeah, I shouldn't laugh. We're not laughing. I'm not laughing at people's misfortune. Nope. Oh, okay. Large cup, 2 ground coffee, and some water. Large cup is made with large unfired cup. That is an expensive cup. That is made with 5 clay balls. That is an expensive coffee cup. Fine. I said we'd do it, so we'll do it. But I'm not impressed with how expensive that is. I'm just gonna voice my distaste. There's the river again. Yeah, I'm gonna voice my distaste in the fact that that's an expensive thingy. Oh, I'm glad you're working on it getting better again. That's good. That's good. That's all I need is for you to just work on getting better. Bounce, bounce, bounce. It's okay, we might be coming down with COVID as well. It turns out one of the people at work had it, and I sat next to them the other day, training them how to run a particular report, and yeah, never mind. I guess that's the way of the world at the moment, isn't it? Did they ever figure out if it was a bat? I don't know. I don't keep up with news. I probably really ought to. Everybody else does. I thought that was a creeper for a second, but it's a fish. How did you look like a creeper for a second? Oh, it's a bluegill. Oh, it's the bluegill. Oh dear Lord, with the last season, shall we say, there was a poor bluegill guy that got stuck on one of my contraptions and unfortunately died. So we kept him in a picture frame because I felt really bad. Yeah, blissful ignorance, to be fair, is there's something to be said for it. There is definitely something to be said for blissful ignorance. I'll let the other half worry about all of that, and yeah. I mean, I'm sure he'd tell me about something if I needed to know about it. Probably, right? Yeah, no, but the poor bluegill last season, he managed to kill himself a little bit on my contraptions, one of my working machines, and I felt really bad about it, so we just kept him for the rest of the season. Yeah. So maybe, I mean, yeah, I felt bad. I don't know. Maybe he can avoid doing that this time. Right. Okay, here we go. Are we ready for this coffee madness? 1, 2, 3, 5. To make a large unfired cup, because we want a large coffee. We don't need any of that small coffeeness. We've also got some more clay for making some andesite alloy later. So, you know, it's not a complete waste. Not a complete waste. It's still a waste, but it's not a complete waste. So we've also managed to get some more algal brick, so we're going to do that and that to make some more of those guys for the andesite alloy. I also probably ought to put my shield back on again because I'm a magnet for creepers. So, you know, right. So we've done another machine. So over here in our starter area here, we have made a mechanical saw. So now we have a squisher and a saw and a wrench. We probably also then now want to think about either the encased fan or the millstone. The millstone doesn't require a kinetic mechanism, so we can probably make that right away. So let's do that. That seems like a sensible idea. So we're going to make some more cogs. Millstone. Oh god, jumped out my skin. Yay, thank you for the follow. Why is it people following makes me jump out my skin? What is that? Why is that? Never mind. I can't complain. I can't complain and I shan't complain. Right. Planks and stone. I don't think I have any stone. Do I have stone? I've got cobble. Does that count? I have to cook some. And terracotta. I don't know where I got the terracotta from. Right. Good news, guys. We have the large cup. We have the large cup. Oh. Yeah, this is true. This is true. I like it. Right. Coffee cup. Oh, wait. No. Water. There we go. Haha, look at this. Oh, large Americano. What? That's exciting. Look at that. So, water bucket, ground coffee, large cup, large Americano. So, well, we've been getting it to bed. And then we'll drink the coffee in the morning and we'll see what it actually does. Because I still don't know what it does. I still don't know what it does. Maybe it gives some kind of, you know, crazy speed boost or something. Who knows? Who knows? Right, there's the stone. Need some planks. And then we are laughing because we'll have a millstone. And that'll make life a bit easier as well. I'll show you how to use one of those in a second. Meanwhile, let's come out here, just in case it does give you zoomies. Are we ready? Oh, hi. At least it's not a creeper. No, that's my house. No, that is my house. We don't get to sit on my house. Or do anything to my house. Gah. Right. Are we ready for this? If this doesn't give me a speed boost, I'm going to be so depressed. I'm just saying. We ready? Coffee! Oh, it did! Haste! Ooh! So I'm assuming that haste applies to everything. Does that haste apply to everything? Let's have a quick look. Hang on. Ooh, look at that! It does! That's not horrendous, is it? I'm not going to complain about that. That's, and it's 5 minutes of haste for actually quite a cheap recipe. I mean, look at that. Look how fast my little arm goes. Woo! So make a drill head, which, this is why we needed the lead, by the way. This was my biggest complaint last time. What were we making? God, brain. Brain like a sieve. We were making the fan, not the drill. We could make the drill too. Fan. Here we go, fan. To make the propeller, it's the 4 iron sheets plus an andesite alloy. You've got the propeller. We might as well, while we're at it, make the drill part, since that's also a required item. And once we've got all of that, really, we're going to be sailing. That'll be it. It'll be simple as. It helps if I put the ingot on the thingy before I twist the thingy. Who knew? There we go. Right. We make the drill bit. So we made that drill, which is 2 iron sheets, 3 iron nuggies, and 2 bits of lead to make the drill head. So now we've got those 2 bits. We just need to make a bunch more kinetic mechanisms, and trust me, that's boring. But worth it in the end. Yeah, you see, that's my way of... Oh, I feel judged. My friends are always telling me off about that one. The whole thingy to make the thingy to make that thing. And they all go, yeah, but that was... I mean, was there English in there at any point? I mean, it was. Kinda. You know what I mean. Silly bean. It's perfect. It's perfect anyway. Just like you're perfect. Right. So we're going to make 16 of these. Because we need 8. Wait. 8 times 8? No, 8 times 2 is... Yeah, whatever. We'll go 16. 8. And another 8. Showing you how bad my maths is. Lol. There you go. Right. You can go back in there. You can go back in there. You can get out of my inbox. There we go. Because we have it now. We have what we need. We have exactly what we need. Right. So here's another one of these for that. And another one of those. Kinetic mechanisms with andesite machines. Andesite machines go into the smithing bench. One of them with the drill head to make the mechanical drill. And the other one with the propeller head to make the encased fan. Now these guys, I mean, you can operate them by hand. Do you actually want to? The answer is definitely not, because it will take a while. As you can see there, nothing's happening. And I can then sit there and do the old hand crank, which I will just show you really quickly. It does break that. And that's all very exciting, but then you'd have to pick that up and place it again to keep going to dig any kind of mine. And I don't want to do that. I want to have it doing its own thing. So, yeah, not practical. That guy there, not practical. What is good for that guy, for the mechanical drill, is to combine it with a cobblestone generator. And then once you've made the cobblestone, send it into this guy here, the millstone, who will turn it into gravel. And then send it past this guy here to wash it, so you get a free source of iron. See where I'm going with this yet? Do you see what it is yet? Because I do. I see it as a very easy source of a lot of things very quickly. And that, my friends, is what we like about this. So, So, there is our first source of power. It's not beautiful, but it's something. It's not at all beautiful, but it's something. So, what we want to do is I want to power this now. That's the first step in this little conveyor line, is to make a cobblestone generator, which then will chuck the cobble into the millstone there, which will then get it washed in front of the encased fan here. The saw, to be fair, was mostly because I wanted to chop down trees in a very quick fashion. Just, you know. Some people are impatient. I'm impatient. Right. So, I want to make a cobblestone generator. So what we're going to do... So, for people that have played Minecraft before, and in particular things like Skyblock, you all will know what one of these is. If you don't know what one of these is, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you. You're judged. No, you're not. Shh. It's a cobblestone generator. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It generates cobblestone. Yep, that's simple. So if you combine lava with water, not directly on top of, but against running water, it will not turn into obsidian. It will turn into cobble, and that's what you want. You want cobble. So, all I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a bucket of water over here, and then hope that we left some lava downstairs and didn't turn it all into obsidian. Because if we did, I'm going to cry. There we go. Nice, nice. So what will happen if I place down some acacia planks there? So you can see the water's running against that. If I put lava here and remove that acacia plank, the lava will flow into the running water, and this, where the acacia plank is, will turn into cobblestone. So all I want to do then is, with my drill, up the wrong way, I will set it there so that when it's doing its drilling thing, it's drilling into our freshly generated cobblestone. And then, because we've generated it, we can cart it off in either direction. That one or this one. Either works. And then if we remove that plank there, cobble! That is the most basic thing you will ever see. That is the start of every single machine. There. So when you're playing something like Skyblock, where you have one block that you start on and a bucket of lava and a bucket of water, this is how you get more blocks to build your island. See? Ta-da! But we don't want to sit there like an idiot and keep breaking that, because, well, we have a power source right here. So we're going to bring this out and connect it up, hopefully. So I'm going to pull that out. Probably, if we go to here. Right, and now we want to move the power source up. So we're going to go like that. Turn that into a gearbox that goes up. Because then what we're going to do is fail. It's not fail. Right, wait. Shaft. So then, there's probably an easier way to do this, but this will do. 3 and 4. 4. Ta-da! And you'll now see, it's going to go really slowly for now. I'll show you how to speed this up, but you can now see it generates the cobblestone and it digs the cobblestone. Ta-da! Now, admittedly, it's not going anywhere. Like, it's literally just sat there and it's not going anywhere. Like, in fact, at the moment, it's actually just being shoved off into the water. But what we can do now is we can add a conveyor belt in here to take it off and do something with it in either direction. How long will that generate? It's permanent. That's it. This is literally it. I don't have to do anything with this now. If it won't run out. The lava is a lava source as per the rules of Minecraft. And as long as nothing breaks it or does anything, it will keep going. That is it. That is how you make a cobblestone generator in Minecraft. I thought I saw a creeper then and I got scared. Can you tell I'm jumpy? Yeah. That is it. That literally is. And it will just keep going. And trust me, this thing will keep going. Because, I mean, look, already so far we've got a couple of bricks off it, and this isn't the fastest it can go. I've just left this at the basic speed for simplicity for now. So we want to now take this. And I'm going to have to time this right because I don't want to break that and turn that into a lava source. I think I probably have already just broken it. Nah, we're good. Right. I want to take this and no, not quite. We have no space under here, but it's fine. I want you to connect like that, because now if I take this out, which I've just turned off the whole contraption for now, just by breaking that one connection, everything else has stopped. So if you ever get into a moment where you're like, oh god, it's all happening and I don't want it to be happening, just break a cogwheel, just turn something, and the whole thing will stop. So what we're doing now is we're making it go the wrong way. Wait. I can fix it. I can fix it. Nobody panic. Not that you were panicking, but nobody panic, just in case. Yep. And then connect this up this side. Is this how it goes? Yeah, there we go. Because I kind of want the conveyor belt going that way, because we have more land that way. So you can see that bottom post there is spinning in a anti-clockwise direction, so that way round. Which means that the conveyor belt will move that way. If you find you have a conveyor belt going in the wrong direction, which, as I said, you'll find this is often the case. If you find a conveyor belt's going the wrong way, you can turn it around. You can usually, by moving the cogwheel to the other side of the contraption, to the original side you started with, or by using the rule of three. The rule of three, if you have one cogwheel going one way and one wheel going the other way, both conveyor belts are going to go in opposite directions. If you have two cogwheels, so if you have two cogwheels, you've got one conveyor belt going one way, one going the other way. If you have three, you have one going one way, one going the other way, and then one going the right way, the way that you wanted it to go in the first place. Trust me, this all sounds really complicated right now. I'm probably not doing a very good job of explaining it. But all will make sense as we get further into the pack. So we're going to shove that there. Why does this do? There we go. So we've now got two shafts on either side. Because what I want to do, if I take my mechanical belt, which is what we made earlier. Here's a Blue Peter moment. Wait. Here's one I made earlier. Right click this shaft and you'll notice now if I move away from it in a particular direction, you get these little pink particles. If I come all the way over here to this one here, can you see the particles have now changed to green? It means that this is a valid connection. So I can right click down here and it should haja. Which means now when the cobble breaks, it will get spat onto the conveyor belt. And it will just chug along to the next step that I want it to do. Now, because it's got nowhere to go, it's just going to stop there. And basically anything that is ever on a conveyor belt will not despawn. It just won't. It doesn't happen. So it'll stay there forever. It's really handy. It does mean that once we get to the point where this conveyor belt is full, the new blocks are just going to sit there and not get collected. It'll be wasted, and eventually they will despawn because they're not clipping to the belt. I will kind of say you'll have an example of that now. But it's yeah, there you go. Can you see how that didn't really clip to the belt? In fact, it clipped through the belt. Yeah,